Hello, let me set the stage for this issue I have with the newer A-frame versions 0.91 and 0.92. Um, what I had in 0.90 was a working version of this particular post-processing effect right here. That's this glitch component, which tied into this post-processing effects system. Basically, the system set up the render targets and the lights if the post-processing effect would need lights and so forth. And the system allowed for the different effects, the component effects, to basically fuse into them or just join them together. Um, and it worked fine for 0.90. And let me just show you that. I'll go right over here to the index HTML. You can see I'm currently running 0.90. If I go ahead and give you the lowdown here. Okay, I'm going to go in and I'm going to go over to where this effect is going to get triggered at, which will be right over here at this little box here. Now I'll go to the box and the effect works just fine in 0.90. That's exactly how it should look. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to change this to 0.91. The same thing as it happens in 0.92, but I'll just show all of them here. Here's 0.91. We'll go in, experience the same situation, but now we're going to have a different effect. It's not going to work now. The effect, it goes completely black. We can tell that the noise function is at least partially working. I don't know if it's working identically. It looks like the noise component is working fine in the code. As we can see the kind of noise pattern there. But it's not getting any of the color. It's not getting it, any alpha. It's just all, it's just completely black there. So if I go over here to 2, I just want to illustrate that this is in fact the same. If I go over to 2, 0.92, 0.9.2, right? So here I am. Now testing with 0.9.2 and I get the same failed effect. I can see the noise, and the noise looks like it's going rather fine, but we don't see the desired glitch effect. Now, so what exactly is the problem? I'm trying to get down to brass tacks here. And if I'm looking down here in the fragment shader, we're seeing that all of the 4 components in the vec4 for the color that's returned from the fragment shader are all derived basically using the texture VR function with the T diffuse value. Now this T diffuse value seems to be the common thread, seems to be what the problem is about. Now I don't know. I'm just, if I go back through here, for example, and look up T diffuse and kind of trace back through here, we can see that in this particular state right here, if it needs diffuse, this is back in the, I believe in the system section. If it needs diffuse, it is going to generate a color here, just based on the VUV value and the T diffuse. Okay, so right over there it shows up again. And that's where we were looking at it. Let's go up here again. Let's go up higher. Okay, that's where we're at. That's, yeah, so that's pretty much it for the T diffuse. Kind of getting passed around there, but if we go up into the system, we can see that some of these render targets over here are, well, over here, in fact, here's in the system that is registering in the system, it's initializing this the system's T diffuse value to be type T and value null. Now, in looking this up, it seems to be conveyed over here in Aframe. The type T is of 3 type T, which is equivalent to the Aframe map and the GLSL shader type map, which is interesting. The 3 type T, and we're talking about uniform types in this particular section. But if I go over here in the current 3 docs, it doesn't, maybe I'm looking in the wrong spot, but I'm seeing, you know, the GLSL type, JavaScript type doesn't have the, I guess they don't have the quote 3 type here. I'm missing something. It just has just the standard JavaScript type, and it has the GLSL type. So I'm not seeing, I guess, the 3 type in here. So I'm not too sure about that. I am trying to get to the bottom of this issue because it is perplexing. What exactly is changing? Is it something in the embedded version of 3JS? Some minor change in the embedded version of 3JS? Or is it some minor change in Aframe that's causing this system not to work any longer? So I've pretty much reduced the system down to or this example down to the basic system effect system and one single effect component being the glitch component. I took everything else out to kind of narrow it down, and this is where I'm at. If you can give me some suggestions, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.